Just reading up on some of the statistics, which are actually quite frightening. Nearly 200,000 Ontarians have dementia right now, an increase of 16% over the last 4 years. By 2020, we're looking at nearly 250,000 seniors in the province. And there's an interesting program that's just been developed, a partnership of sorts. It's called Finding Your Way. And joining us from the Alzheimer Society here in Ottawa is Joanne Dyson. Great to have you here on the show.
Thank you for having us.
It's interesting to see the statistics, and it's a number that will continue to rise. But we were mentioned before we went on, 6 in 10 people that are suffering will actually experience wandering, will go
That's
missing
right.
in some way.
They'll have at least one incidence of going missing or getting lost. 6 out of 10 individuals, at least once. And it's interesting to note too that most people, when this occurs, almost 95% of them are only about a quarter of a mile away from home when that happens. But the key issue also is that if it goes beyond 24 hours, there's a 50% chance that it'll result in serious injury or possibly even death.
It's a scary thought to have, and I think what you're trying to do is be prepared, and I think you're doing that with a lot of the families with this kit that has now become available.
Absolutely. Through Alzheimer Ontario and the provincial government, and in conjunction with the Ontario Police College, we now have developed a kit called Finding Your Way. And with that kit, it really is the idea that it does give tools for family members, for people with dementia, to prepare them for this possibility ahead of time, so they do know what to do in the case that something does occur, and also to provide people with tips on how to prevent wandering from the home.
It's updated pictures, it's statistics,
Right.
it's the usual things, but there's also, I thought was interesting, is how to deal with it, what to do automatically, what to do when you're reunited with your loved one as well.
Yes, and absolutely. I think, as you say, it's a frightening experience, but the key thing to remember is when this occurs is, first of all, to stay calm and call 911. Then you can let the police do their work. But by having this kit, what you will have is a card with key information that you'll have already put into place about your relative, with a recent photo, something that you can give the police right away. And it helps with that search and rescue. And then, of course, when you're reunited, again, it's important to stay calm, relaxed, welcome the person back, and be reassuring.
When I asked you how late into the stage would something like this occur, it was actually interesting to say that it's not necessarily that it's going to be a late stage, because sometimes the smallest thing can trigger a change in pattern.
People in the early stages may be quite used to going out for their walks and that type of thing, but if suddenly there's something a little different in the environment, there's construction going on at the end of the road, and it means that they now have to readjust, that can be really difficult for someone even in the early stages, and it's just a matter of being turned around, that suddenly they're not able to find their way back. So it can happen quite quickly.
And it's something that you might not expect at a certain stage, but then all of a sudden you're forced to realize that it has actually occurred.
Right, right. And so as a result, we really want people to be prepared.
How can people find these kits? Like, how is it now being offered then?
Well, these kits will be available through their local Alzheimer Society. Also, there is a website called findingyourwayontario.ca that people can download the kit. Interestingly enough, too, the idea of this program is to really reach out to our multilingual community. So the kits are available online in English, French, Mandarin, Cantonese, and Punjabi.
Wow, okay.
And also in 2014, we hope to have these available also in Italian, Spanish, and Portuguese.
You're really reaching out to the demographics here in the province. Interesting information. Findingyourwayontario.ca is the website to check out. Of course, you can contact your local Alzheimer Society as well.
You can email us at info@asorc.org or call us at 613-523-4004. Just let us know that you'd like a kit and we'll mail one out to you when they're available.
Thank you so much, Joanne. A pleasure to meet you. And there's more information on your screen if you want to take down those numbers and the information.